Hi, Paul Sackis, Good News Planet. I'm speaking with Kate Marino. Hi, Kate. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. You should be good because you work over at the Lincoln Center, which is magnificent, stupendous, wonderful, gorgeous. I love it.
It certainly is. It's a great place to work.
And we're going to be talking about, there was a Young Patrons of Lincoln Center, Supporters and Friends, Masquerade Gala. Happened, I guess, a couple of days ago. And tell us what happened and about that organization and how people can get involved and support Lincoln Center, which is one of the nicest institutions in the world.
Absolutely. Well, the Young Patrons of Lincoln Center is a membership group, and it's made up of professional New Yorkers in their 20s and 30s on through their early 40s. That's sort of the cutoff. And they're dedicated to celebrating and supporting and promoting the world's largest performing arts center, which is Lincoln Center. And they have a number of wonderful activities that they do throughout the year. One of them is this annual Fall Masquerade Gala. This year's was the 7th one that they've had. Sometimes they honor a particular person. This year they didn't have an honoree. They just had a wonderful event. It raises money for Lincoln Center, and it also raises money for programs that the Young Patrons do throughout the year.
What do they do during the year?
Well, they, for example, have these 101 evenings where they learn about different aspects of the arts. Because what we find here at Lincoln Center is some young people in their 20s and 30s who may be very, they're very accomplished in their careers and have a very busy personal life, but they don't know much about the arts and they want to know more. For example, they want to know what jazz, really is and get into it. Or they want to know ballet and they don't know how to sort of get into it as a first step. So they run this 101 program where they take an intensive look at an art form with, say, an artist from Jazz at Lincoln Center or an artist from New York City Ballet or someone from Metropolitan Opera and learn about the art form in a very relaxed, setting. They have some cocktails, they have some, things to drink and eat, and they can learn about an art form in a way that they haven't been exposed to before. And it really makes new fans of the arts.
Yeah, good. And we need them. I'm fanatical about the arts myself.
Absolutely.
Personally, having grown up as a musician, and since I was 7, and my mother was a pianist, and I'm nuts about Lincoln Center and all the different kinds of arts and jazz, and I go very often. And so my wonderment is, do you have a website? Like this 101? Is it only you physically have to come, or are you streaming it also?
No, it's for members of the Young Patrons group.
Oh, okay.
They're for members of the Young Patrons group.
Okay, and so how young people you suggest to join this organization?
Well, they can go to lincolncenter.org/YPLC.
Okay.
And they can join the organization. Or they can just go to lincolncenter.org and see all the wonderful things that Lincoln Center does and see what interests them. Okay. Because it's important that we attract young audiences. We really need to reach everybody, and we try to in a variety of ways.
And it's the future.
That's right.
The young people are the future.
That's right.
And so tell me a little bit about you and your background.
Well, I'm a senior publicity manager here at Lincoln Center, and I've been here for over 3 years, about 3.5 years. Mm-hmm. I've had a long career in public relations. I started off in the arts down in Washington at the National Endowment for the Arts, and then with an arts organization called Institute of Museum Services. Mm-hmm. So that was, of course, dealing with museums and the visual arts. Now I'm in the performing arts, which is just great. I get to see so many wonderful productions of things. It's kind of a dream come true, really, professionally. Because PR is, no matter what kind of public relations you do, whether for clients, I had my own PR firm for 10 years, you really, you're just trying to sell something. You're trying to get the message across about the product or the program or the person or whatever. And doing it here, though, is such a treat because the thing you're trying to sell is so wonderful.
Yeah, sure. No doubt about it. Well, I also was with Channel 13 for many years.
Oh, wonderful.
And so we've made a lot of co-productions with you all, and the Met, and the Philharmonic, and the ballet. And there's, it's a very busy place. And,
yes.
And you even did the fall fashion week.
Right, we have Fashion Week here now. Exactly. We've signed a 5-year contract, and we're going to be doing the 2 Fashion Weeks per year for the next 5 years.
Yeah, and it was a great venue. That whole back area there, the Damrosch Park,
Mhm.
Stamros, right?
Yeah.
We've done some great. Boy, I saw Sonny Rollins there one night. I mean, it's just you got so many things going on, and there's no excuses for somebody to not to feel at even a very reasonable price. Even in the 20s, you can go to see, and hear and listen and watch in the family circle, and then the nicer seats as well. But
Absolutely. And one thing you should know about, and what your audience should know about, is we have a new visitor center that just opened last year at the David Rubenstein Atrium, and in there we sell discounted tickets to Lincoln Center Productions at either 25% off or 50% off. So you can go see, for example, the New York City Ballet for $15.
right.
Which is a world-class ballet company, perhaps one of the best in the world, certainly best in the United States, for $15. I mean, that's incredible.
So where's the
The Atrium is on Broadway, between 62nd and 63rd Streets, and it's a wonderful public space. You can come in. There's a Witchcraft Cafe where you can have lunch or have a cup of coffee, buy discounted tickets. You can go on tours. Leave there. You can tour Lincoln Center, which is marvelous.
Well, is this where they used to have the rock climbing?
That's where it used to be. Yep.
Do I know my city? No.
You do. That's where it used to be, exactly. Well, the rock climbing wall is no more, and it's been transformed into a spectacular, lovely public space where people go and just sit with their laptops and have a cup of coffee and stay there for hours. And yet they can also buy wonderful tickets to things.
I didn't know that.
It's terrific.
That's beautiful. David Rubenstein, the PR person. It's named after him, that guy?
Yeah, no, it's named after the philanthropist David Rubenstein and financier. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That David
I didn't know
Rubenstein.
which
Different one.
Okay, a lot of Rubensteins. In fact, Helena Rubenstein does the morning, I believe. I think they're still doing that on Channel 13, the children's programming.
Right.
And they've, I'm sure, have been kind to Lincoln Center as well. So many people have been kind to Lincoln Center.
Yes, they have.
Right?
We've been very lucky, yeah.
Because we all know how important it is, and you can't get to see now on the steps the words and what's coming on unless somebody pays for it.
That's right. That's right.
I love those steps.
Aren't they terrific?
Pretty cool people.
Oh my gosh! And it says it first flashes on welcome in 283 languages.
I saw that. I thought I was at the United Nations. I started
Isn't that
saying,
fabulous?
Where am I?
We figure we've got pretty much everyone covered.
Oh, God, that's beautiful. Well, you were probably one of the first, or maybe you weren't, but I sort of thought you were, for the, the words when the opera occurred on your seats,
Right.
installing that. At one point, I know you had them above the ballet and above the opera and so on, and then you put in that new technology.
That's right.
Innovative place. What gorgeous chandeliers. What beautiful clothing all around the place as well. Some
Oh,
of the opera.
spectacular! Yeah, the real artists do the costuming, the lighting. I mean, really, the most gifted people in their fields are working here. It's spectacular.
Magnificent. We had a lot when I was at CBS. A lot of those guys would also do the operas. And I mean, it was there. Lloyd Evans, I remember. He loved it. He brought me over to and big stages.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean,
oh, yes.
That go up, they go down, they go sideways, right?
Absolutely.
So good stuff. So, and when you're young, to enjoy this kind of, you can't go see a movie. A movie costs you $20. So
Exactly.
this is really live, and to be in the aura and the feeling of so many people that love what they're experiencing all together. That's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations. Anything else we should tell for the young new community, young patrons?
Well, they should join young patrons if they can, or they should just get themselves to the atrium and get some discounted tickets and try out some things.
Beautiful.
Go to some things, yeah.
Is that like last minute kind of things, like like the tickets thing? Is it like the day of performances?
Yeah, it's the day of.
Okay. Great.
Yep.
What's good news for you?
Well, I think all of Lincoln Center is just a major piece of good news. It's good news for the city of New York.
Okay, Kate, thank you very much for sharing it and allowing Good News to share it along with you.
Thanks so much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.